It's Ashleigh from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and today I'm going to be making tiramisu eclairs. Now, I'm not going to be showing you how I made the choux pastry or the craquelin on top because I've already done a video for that, so you can go ahead and check that out in the upper right hand corner. I'm piping these with an extra large star tip, but you really don't have to. You could honestly just pipe them with a round tip or a tipless bag or really no tip at all. The reason that I say that is because this probably won't show up when you put the craquelin on top. If you're not going to use the craquelin, then you can pipe it like this and you will get a nice rigid pattern after it comes out of the oven. This is the craquelin here, and basically after I make this craquelin, I stick it into the freezer, and by the time I'm done making the choux pastry, it is ready to go. You'll notice that I use that rectangular cookie cutter to measure out how big to make my eclairs. And I'm using that same cookie cutter to cut out my craquelin so it fits perfectly on top. The craquelin really helps keep things nice and crisp. I highly recommend it if you've never tried it before. For the filling, I like to be quite generous with the amounts because I find it takes a lot of filling to actually fill up those eclairs. Tiramisu has that coffee-ish flavor, so I like to just utilize my espresso powder to make that flavor come through. I often use mascarpone for this next part, but today I'm using ricotta because I ran all the way to the grocery store and this is all they had and I didn't feel like running to another one. The texture was slightly grainier, but honestly it tasted just as good, so really you can use whichever you want. One thing you won't see me make on this channel is anything that's like a cheesecake. I really don't like the tang of cheesecakes. So if you're thinking that adding something cheesy to this filling is going to taste like that, it tastes a lot lighter and the flavor is very mild. To fill up the eclairs, make sure that they are fully cooled, and then I like to take a skewer and poke a sizable hole in there, and then I have a piping filling tip. The difference between this tip and any other tip is that it's much longer and it's very thin. I remember watching this one episode of MasterChef where Gordon Ramsay was getting a little upset that the eclairs were not full enough. So I really always make it a point to fully fill up the eclairs. You'll know that they're super full because you can no longer keep pressing in that filling without any of it popping out. So just make sure that you don't overfill. You can totally skip this part, but for me, a true eclair always has that nice crisp layer of chocolate. So all you need to do is melt your favorite type of chocolate and then dip the bottoms of your eclair in. Now I know traditionally the eclair is topped with the chocolate and I dipped it, but I really wanted to show off that craquelin on top. Now you could go that extra step further and top this off with beautifully piped whipped cream in rosette form, or I even see a lot of fancy bakeries adding their own chocolate decal on top. That looks beautiful as well, but I just left this really super simple. I was bringing it to my mom's house for a backyard get-together. What's great about choux pastry is that it really highlights that filling because it's so nice and thin. I really love the snap of the chocolate on the outside, and that craquelin is so delicious. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of this Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys. Bye!